Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of VGC Prep. I really, after yesterday's episode, I really did like Gardevoir as a Trick Room setter. It's a little bulkier, on the special side at least. So I don't mind it, but just Gengar, I can't figure out if I really want Gengar or not. I really wish Sableye got Trick Room, because that would 100% be a much better lead setter for me, because it gets Fake Out. I can run it as a double Mega if I really want. It doesn't really need an item, and I don't know, it would just be so much better, and I can't because it doesn't get Trick Room, and I'm so upset about that. But let's look at my opponent. Looks like we've got Kangaskhan, Aegislash, Mamoswine, Suicune, Conkeldurr, and Thundurus. Let's think about this. Now, if I start off with Kangaskhan, that is probably one of my better leads, so I'm going to start off with Kangaskhan. I'm also going to start off with Gardevoir. If he wants to start off with Conkeldurr, that'll give us a good option there. I'm going to bring Rotom Heat because I'm going to need that for Aegislash, and Goodra for Aegislash. Goodra in general is actually pretty solid in this matchup. We've got that Suicune again, so we're going to have to do something about that. That's going to be an issue, I think. But I like those guys. That should work well for us. Yeah, I like that. So we'll see what happens here. I'm really hoping Aegislash doesn't start, because Aegislash is going to be kind of difficult to beat in a way. I do have Fire Punch. I'm worried about weakness policy, Weakness policy is always somewhat in the mind when facing an Aegislash. So it's going to be a Suicune and a Kangaskhan, so I'm actually completely fine by that. We get Pressure, which is not bad. Not bad at all. So, I'm trying to think. I don't necessarily... I want to get Trick Room up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Protect with Kangaskhan, and we're going to get Trick Room up. I don't know what the Suicune wants to do. I'm trying to think what it could possibly do. What I'm considering right now is he's going to Fake Out the Kangaskhan. Next turn we can Double Edge into the Suicune depending on what it does, and burn the Kangaskhan. That's what I'm hoping. That's my train of thought for that. Now if he fakes out the Gardevoir, that's not going to be as fun. He might, because it's very possible, now that I'm thinking about it, that he might because of the potential speed tie with Kangaskhan. But at the same time, he might not. So, I don't know. Not getting Trick Room up at this point wouldn't be a big deal, because that Suicune would underspeed us, I think. I'm not entirely sure. It might underspeed us. And he goes for Scald onto the Kangaskhan, and he goes for Low Kick onto the Kangaskhan. So that's actually not bad at all for us. Gardevoir will definitely underspeed this Kangaskhan, so I can burn it without worrying too much about my health, I think. So I'm going to Double Edge into the Suicune, and we're going to burn the Kangaskhan. Please land. It does land. Okay, good. So I'm not too worried about the Low Kick. I'm not sure how much burn it will do to me. Low Kick is not something that I have ever calced for. But granted, I will have a lot of damage from this recoil and stuff. It's not fun damage there. Not fun damage. He does go for Low Kick. How much is this going to do? Not a lot. Good. And the Scald should not take us out. I'm kind of surprised it was actually slower than us. Like, faster than us. Oh my god, Speed Tears. Oh, sweet. Burn. Oh, that's like the first time it's never burned me. That is awesome. So, is he going to go for Sucker Punch? That's an interesting question. I don't know, but I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch into Goodra here. And I'm going to Moonblast the Suicune. I don't know if the Moonblast will take it out. I'm just expecting a Sucker Punch from the Kangaskhan, and I don't really want to risk my Kangaskhan going down just yet, for no reason. Okay, Protect with Suicune. Are you going for the Sucker Punch? No, you're not going for Sucker Punch. What are you doing then? Double Edge. Interesting. Now you're burnt, so this won't take out my Gardevoir. It's not even going to come close to taking out my Gardevoir. Give me Citrus Berry, which is kind of nice. But not really too necessary. Alright, Kangaskhan does do a lot of damage to us. So I think what we'll do is we'll Thunderbolt the Suicune, because that'll do a little bit more than the Moonblast would have. at the very least. I think. Yeah, I'm not too sure. So T-Bolt, the Suicune, and Moonblast, the Kangaskhan, and that should do some good damage. That should do some good damage. I'm surprised he didn't go for Sucker Punch. But why are you going for Sucker Punch now? You could. I guess I was just really predictable with that switch out. I'm just guessing. You know, I mean, I don't know. And that's going to be enough for Burn to take it out, and Thunderbolt should take out the Suicune. Right? Yes. All right. Very nice. Goodra, I love Goodra so much. Burn. Come on, baby. Oh, really? Really? Wow, that's sad. It's very sad. And in comes Thundurus. All right. Thundurus. Well, I'm not going to attack the Kangaskhan because there's really no point in doing that. So I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Thundurus. All my moves are pretty much the same. So I'm going for Sludge Bomb just, you know, in case we get the poison. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I want to burn it. I'd rather get the burn than the poison because poison doesn't do... Poison from Sludge Bomb doesn't do as much. So actually, you know what, then in that case I'll go for Flamethrower just in case he wants to switch into the Aegis Slash, and we'll Will-O-Wisp Thundurus here. I'm hoping he Sucker Punches the Gardevoir. Oh no, he's actually gonna forfeit. He had 3 Pokemon left. And I had a Kangaskhan with 21 HP and no priority. That... I don't agree with that. Not at all. Alright, I mean, I'll take the win, obviously, but I don't agree with that. You could have come back from that. Because obviously, well, I don't know if it was obvious to him, but I clearly wasn't going to attack the Kangaskhan because I had no reason to. He could have predicted me to maybe attack. I mean, maybe, you know, because he knew that I had Will-O-Wisp, so the Kangaskhan was definitely dead. I don't really know. He could have taken out my Gardevoir at the very least and put us into a basically 2v2, because Kangaskhan at 21 HP is not going to really be doing very much, especially since his Thundurus outsped, and I had no way to directly... instantly KO that Thundurus. So I don't know, guys. Let's look at this team. We've got Melodic, Salamence, Hariyama, Ambipom, Manectric, and Arcanine. So that's like triple Intimidate, so I'm not even going to start off with Kangaskhan. That would be kind of silly. I am going to start off with Gardevoir, because Gardevoir does have a good type matchup against most of this team. And I think I want to start off with Gengar. I just want to look at the moveset real quick. Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball. Yeah, I think that would be pretty solid. I want to start off with Goodra, but I'm worried about the Salamence, to be quite honest with you. So, or should I start off with Rotom? Rotom might actually be a pretty solid lead. Everything but the Melodic, which I can very easily switch into Goodra for. Rotom might actually be a little bit stronger of a lead for me. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to start off with Rotom, Goodra, and I kind of want to bring Kangaskhan in the back. He's got too much Intimidate going on. I don't think that... I'm going to bring Gengar instead. But that kind of leaves me open against Melodic in a way. If I bring Scizor, I mean, he's got 3 potential fire moves. Gengar. What is Gengar going to do for me? He's got a fighter and a normal type. I really don't know. Kangaskhan? No, I'm going to go for Gengar. That was my gut, and I'm going to go with Gengar. Gengar might actually be pretty useful here. My only complaint would be taking out that Melodic, but I think with 2 electric moves on the team, we'll be able to do that pretty well. And he has Manectric, which might not be Mega, but I don't know. I mean, I could always just, like, I don't want to burn the Melodic. Although I think, does Marvel Scale boost defense or special defense? I'm not really sure. So actually, in comes Salamence and Ambipom. Now, I'm pretty sure that Salamence, they're going to fake out my Gardevoir. We get Intimidate, though, so that's actually really good. Really good. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch it to Gengar. Because he's probably going to fake out the Gardevoir and take it out with a return. So I'm going to switch into Gengar here, and I'm gonna Volt Switch on the Salamence. That'll allow me to bring in Gardevoir a lot safer, and Gengar will just avoid the fake out. So that's what I'm hoping. Good. Hydro Pump. Oh, you're not even Mega. I should survive this though. Yeah, not bad. not bad at all. And that's why I like Volt Switch. Look at how much damage that did. That was really lovely damage. So you're special, which means my Goodra can beat you, but I'm not going to risk that just yet. I'm going to bring in Gardevoir. You're probably Scarf in that case if you're going for Hydro Pump. We get Technician, which is not going to help us at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Trick Room with Gengar. Yeah, I'm going to Trick Room with Gengar, and I'm going to Moonblast the Ambipom, because the Salamence is not staying in. Salamence is most definitely not staying in, unless it's Mega. No, even then I don't see it staying in. I really don't see it staying in. It's probably Scarfed into Hydro Pump. Really, I guess I'm not too surprised that it's not a Mega Salamence. More surprised that it was special, to be quite honest. I was really expecting physical. I was really expecting my Gengar to hit Sash this turn, but I guess that's not happening. And I know going for Trick Room with Gengar is a little risky because he could choose to Hydro Pump the Gengar, but like I thought, he did actually switch out here, so that was perfect for me. I'm very happy about that. Ambipom's gonna go for Pursuit. I ain't leaving, buddy. That does literally nothing. That's kind of gross how bad that was. I'm gonna get the Moonblast off. I'm thinking that will kill the Ambipom. I'm thinking. Oh, good. It doesn't. The reason I said good it doesn't is because I want to be able to hit this Melodic double. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just check something. I want to check if Marvel Scale boosts defense or just defenses in general. Because if not, I'm going to burn this thing, and that's going to be a little bit better for us in the long run, because there's specially defenses. You know, it's regular defense, so I can do that. I have all totally... oh, which move is stronger, Sludge Bomb or Shadow Ball? Sludge Bomb is, so we're going to Sludge Bomb, and you know what? I'm going to go for Moonblast because that has a better chance to drop the special defense and it'll do damage. He's actually going to protect with the Ambipom, which is kind of awesome. Gardevoir goes for Moonblast. I'm hoping for a special attack drop. I know it's not something to rely on. That actually, oh, that was a crit. And he goes for Scald, probably on the Gengar. Yes. Oh, wow. I mean, it burns me, so that's kind of good in my favor. Kind of happy about that, actually, to be quite honest with you. I'm kind of happy about that burn, because that means we can let Gengar go down here. That will give a safe switch into Rotom. I'm not going to do that, though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Ambipom and Moonblast the Melodic. Melodic should go down to this Moonblast, which means my Gengar will be safe to Sludge Bomb the Ambipom, taking down the Ambipom. And then Gengar will go down. Okay, so that's not a big deal that Melodic's not going down. I'm fine with that, because we'll still get rid of the Ambipom. Gengar will go down, and then I can bring in Rotom. And Rotom will be able to help us win this game. So still not exactly to plan, but still good enough for me. And I'm going to definitely bring in Rotom here, because Volt Switch is definitely going to be very useful here. We should underspeed the Melodic. I'm hoping we do. I'm hoping we do. Because I don't think we can take a Scald. Depends on what he brings out here. If it's Salamence, I'm just gonna double into the Melodic, and it's actually gonna be Arcanine. Extreme Speed? Am I sensing an Extreme Speed? But why would you have Extreme Speed? Okay, I'm gonna Protect instead, and then I'm gonna Moonblast the Melodic, because I'm expecting an Extreme Speed from this Arcanine. And I don't want damage on my Gardevoir, so let's see. Let's see. Yep. Good. Alright. Thank you. Thank you for proving me right. I love it. And, oh, sweet. It's just enough. Now, that was a crit. I don't know if that mattered. I'm going to lean on the side that it probably did matter because of the damage we saw from the crit earlier. And in comes Salamence, so we're probably going to see an Extreme Speed here. Probably. So what I'm going to do is... Like I said, I think the Salamence is not Mega and it's Scarfed, so I'm going to Volt Switch on the Arcanine and I'm going to Moonblast the Salamence because it's probably not going to have Protect. I'm hoping, and we don't see a Protect, so he does Extreme Speed us there. And we do go down, but as long as I get rid of the Salamence here, Goodra wins us the game. Pretty much, I think. Not entirely sure about that, but I think I can safely say that Goodra wins us the game from here, because it's just Arcanine left, and I don't think Arcanine can really touch Goodra, even though we're out of Trick Room. But I have 2 fully healthy Pokemon left, and Goodra has a nuke in Draco, so we're going to damage it for 1 turn, see how much that does, and then nuke it with Draco. And we're going to go for Psychic, because that's obviously going to do a little bit more damage to the Arcanine. He is going to go for Flare Blitz onto the Gardevoir, which might actually do quite a lot of damage. We survive, though. That's awesome, and we'll proc our Citrus Berry. Sweet. Love it. I am loving it. I am loving it. So Thunderbolt, I don't expect to do a lot of damage this turn. That was a little bit more than I thought it would. It's probably not super defensive. Is that a crit? What? Okay. Obviously Gardevoir is a little bit stronger than Goodra. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Peace.